start of week 2, and in this week we are going to be looking at what I can beat from last week. So if you watched last week's episode, you would know that the stats that I finished with last week in terms of the finances, in terms of the social media, and in terms of my fitness, here are the stats. So the top reel that I got last week was a 3.6K view video. My YouTube video had a 3% click-through rate, which is dog shit. And then my weight, I'm at 167 pounds, and I was able to hit 140 in rows for sets of 10, and then 115 on RDLs for sets of 12, and then 185 by 6 on incline. I collected 2.5K in cash last week, and so let's go into what we're trying to hit this week. So this week, I'm trying to collect anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000. This upcoming week, I'm trying to drop another pound or 2 pounds to go from 167 to 166 to 165. And then this week, I'm looking to at least hit a 4,000 view video to 5,000 view video, and making sure that the reels pop off this week, and then making sure that I get to a 5% click-through rate on all my videos. So to start off the week, that's where our benchmark numbers are gonna be at. I'm gonna document everything like I typically do throughout the entire day. What I'm about to do is post this week's vlog, or last week's vlog, week number 1, onto YouTube. So I'm gonna try and make sure that I have a good thumbnail for it, and make sure that I clip out all the boring parts, but I'm gonna sit down for about the next hour or so to clip everything together. We should have our first sales call at 10. So we'll confirm that, and then we'll get down to work. Today is supposed to be a pretty big day. We're pretty stacked out with, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 5 calls today because I had one that canceled. So we have 5 sales calls on the calendar today that we should be able to go ahead and click through. So anyways, gonna sit down, let's get to work.
Please leave your message for...
All right, looks like we got our first no-show for the day, so I'll just get back to editing the video. All right, so I'm going through and I'm editing this fucking vlog that I posted from last week. It's so bad, bro. Oh gosh. Second call was canceled, so we got the third one should show up. So, hey, we still have 4 other calls today, so let's see what we can do. So out of the 6 calls, we had 1 cancel, we had 4 of them no-show, and we had 1 of them show up, and they were absolutely broke. So I'm gonna try and reschedule in at least 2 of them that were active today. The other 2, 1 of them blocked me, and the other one just ghosted me. So we have 3 calls left that I could go ahead and reschedule in and work on that. So right now, I'm gonna sit down and bang out some DMs, and then get some dinner in, and then from there, just reset, recalculate for tomorrow. Tomorrow I have 2 calls booked for tomorrow. So I'm trying to get some more calls squeezed in today, and then let it do what it do. All right, so that wraps up Monday for you. Very boring day. Only thing that I did today was realistically just post my YouTube video and work the DMs and get on 1 sales call. And like I said, everything else kind of fell through today. But that's just the reality of running business, right? Some days you're gonna have good days, some days you're gonna have bad days. And even though I expected Monday to be a great day and we were gonna collect some cash today, nothing came through, and it is what it is, right? So same thing, I'm gonna get down to work again and do the same thing again tomorrow, right? And it's the seeds that plant every single day that are gonna sprout throughout the season, throughout the entire month. And it's just the daily consistent actions that are gonna produce the results. And that's just the reality of it, right? So tomorrow, we're right back down to the same old thing. Gonna wake up, go to the gym, take some calls, record a reel tomorrow, because I didn't do that today, and then work on the DMs. So my business still needs to work on a few different things, but main consistent things is content, DMs, and then for me, just focusing on big picture stuff. How do I present the offer? How do I articulate the offer? Things like that. I feel like still need some work, and I honestly might give myself a little bit of grace from putting out so much content so that I can finish with the fundamentals. But I'm gonna enjoy the rest of today. Catch you guys tomorrow morning. I woke up with a dream this morning that clicked for me. So I woke up this morning thinking about who exactly it is that I want to serve, and just something came to my mind that people that are more mature or more established, who have a house, who have a car, who have maybe a family that already have something placed for them, And something kind of clicked in my mind earlier today that MCP isn't necessarily the best way to, isn't the most helpful. I think it's like a beginner program, but I think that it'd be easier to help people with a consulting business, because I was thinking about the idea. It's massive. It has a huge addressable market. Anyone with an expertise or a skill set can definitely leverage it. And that they're only 3 skills away from actually being able to make a 6-figure income online. You know what I mean? So I was thinking about that, and that's where my brain's at today. So I'm gonna take that, run with it, and keep the ball rolling. So, man, I went down a rabbit hole today, and I'm feeling honestly really conflicted right now. And I feel like the more I've been thinking about my customer avatar, the offer, and everything else like that, I don't know what it is. It feels like the devil's creeping into my brain and showing me or telling me things where he's like, oh, well, maybe you should go after coaches and consultants, because it's just so funny. But no, my brain has been thinking about, well, who should I serve? Should I serve coaches and agencies, or should I serve brand new beginners? And I don't think, I'm having a little bit of a trouble because I feel conflicted there emotionally, spiritually, but logically speaking, I was sitting down and I was thinking, I was like, dude, well, beginners, like, depending on who you go after, like, if they're not established and they don't have any money, like, it's gonna be hard to work with them. It's gonna be hard to sell. They don't have any pre-existing skill sets or anything like that. And the results are gonna be a little bit longer. And based off of everything, it could be a lot easier to work with coaches and consultants. My pride or my ego doesn't really want me to be like everybody else and just be like a sore stick in the sand or the mud or whatever, and just be like a coaches and agency type of guy. But at the same time, I know it could really help them out a lot. And if it's more about impact, well, the thing is, I feel like I can help both of them, right? And I'm kind of questioning my own psyche, my own psychology of why I even came down to the conclusion that I should just start helping beginners and helping them build their businesses. And if I wanted to serve them, I could do it through my free content and just give everything away for free and just show people through my YouTube channel on how to do it, and start serving coaches and consultants and people like that. And I could just basically create my own market by just giving away the information for free, and then make most of my money on the back end, where once they've watched my content, they've seen the results, then they work with me to grow and scale their agency, right? Or their coaching business. So I don't know, bro. This is what it's like to build a business. You have ideas that are conflicting and they kind of go through your head. But it's frustrating having to think about this, bro, because I'm still early. I could switch now if I wanted to, but I don't know. There's no clear resounding thought. I feel like I thought I knew, and that my heart was guiding me towards helping out beginners. I just don't, I need to see it all the way through, but my logical brain is like, that makes no sense, but my spiritual brain is like, no, I want you to help these people. So I'm gonna have to mull over it some more. It's 6:30. I might go get some food with my friends, or I might just stay at home and just try and think about it, but it's gonna make me fucking wanna bash my brains out. Anyways, I'm gonna clip that and then give you guys an update soon. I'm recording this right now because this is the funniest shit. So I have to pay my credit card bill in the next 2 days, right? So I just paid off $8,000 of it, and there's still 11.2K left on my business Amex card, right? So I'll show you how much I have in the fucking bank. So $8,000 is about to be subtracted from the shit. 8K is about to be subtracted from that. So I'm about to be left with about 5K. I'm be left with fucking $5,000 in my bank account. I have about another 2.4K coming in, so that I'll be at 7.4K, right? And that's it for the rest of the month. $7.4 thousand with $11,000 worth of bills. The reason why I'm laughing is because I know I'm fine. At the end of the day, I have about $9,000 in investments, and I have about another $1,700 laying around. So if I add up the 7,460 plus the 9,011 that's in the bank or in investments, and then the other 1,714 that I have just kind of around, I have about, what is that, 17-ish, like 18 bands. So my rent's about 2.5K. I have $11,000 in that credit card. So if I made no money for the rest of this month, so I have 18.1K. If I made no more money for the rest of this month, I would be at minus like the 11. It's like gonna be more like 14,000 though. because I do have ad spend. So I'll have 4.1K left minus the 2,500 bucks for rent this next month. Like literally how much money I'd have left if I didn't make any more money for the rest of this month, right? So it's one of those situations where my back is against the wall. I do have about 20-something thousand dollars saved up in a Roth IRA, but I don't want to touch that. That is not the fucking goal. But I record this to say that I'm gonna get the fuck out of this, and I'm recording it to document how fucking ass this situation is. But never fear, God will always provide, God will always take care. And I'm gonna work my ass off. Like, no way, I've never been in this situation before in my entire life. Like, shit is fucking hilarious. And I went through this back in August, but like, this is dire. You know what I mean? Like, this is bad. But you know what? It is, bro. Like, you just gotta lock in and work. There's no way tomorrow's gonna be the 5th of the month. There's no fucking way that I don't close way more deals for the rest of this month, bro. There's no way. I refuse. So, yeah, lock the fuck in and just get to work, bro. But, turn the camera off, go to sleep, get the fucking work. All right, we just closed the $50 deposit. $1,000 should be coming in on the 17th. So we'll see where that one goes. Feel good right now. I spent this morning just literally sitting in my freaking bedroom, just sending DMs for like 2 hours straight. But I'm gonna make some fucking content and just get to work, because yesterday, looking at the bank account and seeing where things are at, bro, we got to get to fucking work, bro. So I'm gonna sit down, bang out the VSL. Too many people are asking me what the fuck do I do? So I need to make a quick explainer video about that. I'm gonna lock in and get that fucking done so I can just sell the fuck out of it. But anyways, let's go. I'm gonna get to work. Let's eat. So we have been grinding all day. It's literally almost 10 p.m. So basically, since this morning, I haven't turned my freaking brain off once, because we need to get shit done. But you know what? I'm gonna show you guys a little bit about what I've had cooking up, right? So today I worked on my VSL. I know last week I was watching back over my YouTube video and I was talking about every single week I need to work on the VSL, and I honestly don't think that there was anything that really, whatchamacallit, like, for me, if that makes sense. Like, I was trying to figure out my big domino statement. And for those of you who don't know what the big domino statement is, it's from Russell Brunson's book, The Big Expert Secrets, right? And so the whole core concept of the big domino statement is having a one core belief that you push into the marketplace. And I've been trying to go back and forth on how I wanted to present that. But today, there's this quote that I read where it says, good artist copy and great artist steal. So I was just doing a lot of competitor research today, and I honestly came across a gentleman and a few other people that kind of a really good market positioning of how I want to present the offer, because the main way that I'm helping like make money online is obviously like a consulting model, right? But like, don't want to say like a brand new business model. I don't really want to say marketing consulting. And I had a dream the other day where it's a little bit more broad, like I can do it type of thing. You know what I mean? Where you don't need to be special. You don't need to be like genius or anything like that. But like, if you just had the right skill set, then you can actually crush it. And I wanted to communicate that in a way where that was the main core belief. But today, my core belief that I wanted to push out into the marketplace is that, like, if you're just starting out, or if you've never ran a business before, but you have pre-existing skill sets, or like you have pre-existing skill sets of something, right? Like either created a transformation in your body, or you have an existing skill set with copywriting or website design or funnel building or AI automations or whatever, then you can actually monetize that skill set and be able to build a business out of it, right? So rather than I want to go against the grain where it's like, okay, from all these gurus pushing out like freaking e-commerce, FBA and all that other stuff, where it's like, bro, the market is evolved. They're tired of those offers. They feel like scams. And I wanted to understand how I could present myself in a way that's like, you know what I mean? The reality of it is that you do need freaking skill sets. And anyone who who's ran a business and who has made money online knows that you need freaking skills. So today's video, or the VSL that I put together, was around that thesis. And to be honest with you guys, there's times where you either optimize for perfect, and there's times where you optimize for done, right? So it's like today with this VSL, I've had so many people ask me, oh, TJ, well, what do you do? But it's so annoying. So I need to get this shit done. It's not perfect. It's a little bit scuffed. It's a little bit ugly, but I have other things I need to do. I need to actually be able to present the offer to multiple people, but I think that this is good enough for now. You guys will see it on my YouTube channel. It's going to be called How to Monetize Any Skill. And just going to make the thumbnail for it, post it, and then get this over with. And then I didn't go to the gym today. I'm not really too worried about it because I already told you guys, like, the situation with my finances, they're dire. Motherfucker, I need to make money. I can just hit my macros and not eat a whole lot. And anyways, like, wait, I'm already down to 165. Last 2 weeks ago, I was at 168. So, motherfucker, we're down like pounds. So, W in the chat for the boys, you know what I'm saying? And I haven't been making IG content, which I need to do. I definitely freaking need to do that. But I digress. Anyways, I'm going to go post this video. I actually have a small win to share with you guys. I am really surprised that anyone at all is watching my fucking vlogs. I thought no one was going to watch it. It's pretty shit. Like, get me wrong, but you know, you guys are actually watching it. You know, if you're watching it, you're a G. I love you and I appreciate you. But this one here, I believe, has like certain amount of likes or something like that. But yeah, my biggest win for right now. My other video on my Instagram is actually growing a little bit more, but I don't even want to be thinking about that because I need to make sales, need to make money. But yeah, let me post this. I'll be back. So the video is now up. All right. Like, this is the thumbnail that I got rolling for video. Not too shabby. Yeah, it's okay. We'll see how the click-through rate is, yeah? All right, check out the thumbnail. That's what we got rolling for that. And I am about to log out for the day and go to sleep. So tomorrow we got 3 sales calls dialed in. So 2 of them were actually rescheduled from Monday's calls. And then I have 1 new sales call and sent them over the VSL, so we'll see how the nurturing process does for this whole process. And then, yeah, finish with planning my day, and then after that, just going to bed, because it's 11 now. So yeah, it was like 14-hour day or some shit like that. But yeah, 11, I'm gonna go to sleep, and no gym for the day, because fuck that shit. We gotta go make money. Yeah, everything else is doing A-okay. I think finding that marketing angle was the biggest W for the day, and I'm gonna think more about it for the rest of the evening and then try and create some content around it tomorrow. So peace. Yo, what's good, gang? So waking up this morning, just got a good chest pump in today. Chest is actually feeling really pumped. Like I said the other day, I'm actually down to 165 pounds. So hey, your boy has leaned out quite a little bit. I've lost over since starting this over the last 2.5 weeks or so. Being down from about 169 to 165 we're catching up to that 2 pound a week benchmark, right? And one of the other wins that I'm very pleasantly surprised to share with you this morning is that the vlog is low-key kind of motion. You can tell right there that this is #1 out of the last 10 videos that I posted, and the click-through rate is better than usual. It's still not the best, it's at 4%, but it's better than last week. And then the views have gone up, and then yeah, the view duration. It's a really long vlog, don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to be a little bit better this week with being a little bit more, again, entertaining with it. Unfortunately, I don't have the budget or the time to like really nice edits on the way that I would want to do the vlogs low key. But it just is what it is. So I'm just making sure that I document and record, make sure it's pretty consistent. But like I said last night, this morning, I got 3 sales calls rolling in. So, you know, we'll see if they show up, right? Which ones confirm and whatnot. But I had 2 reschedules and then 1 brand new sales call, and I sent them over the VSL from last night. So hopefully they actually watch the video. Most of the time, some people don't actually watch the sales asset before the actual call. But I posted it on the YouTube channel as well, and for finding out that angle or that like big domino statement of how I want to market this program and figuring out how I want to position the offer, game changer, bro. Because today, now I actually know what to write out or like to revolve my marketing material around, because it's all gonna like with the core marketing thesis. So all the content and everything else is gonna crush. But I'm gonna go hop in the shower, get ready for the day, and then sit down for these sales calls. Yo, God, it is so good, bro. So the other day, you guys saw me going through a mental breakdown almost, like myself having these doubts, these anxieties, these fears for a whole day, right? Like, the devil was pushing against me for the whole day. And like, spiritual warfare is so real. It happens in real time. The devil's always trying to get you. The closer you try to get to God, the more he's going to try and attack you and be more vicious. Because again, the devil is like a roaring lion waiting for the right moment to pounce on you, to devour you, to kill you, to steal you away from God, right? And again, I just knew that something didn't feel right when I was talking about it. Logically, everything that I was saying made sense because I wanted to justify it. But when you refer back to Scripture, when you refer back to the Word of God, when God communicates with you, the Bible is the way to communicate, that God wants to communicate with you. And I prayed for God to give me discernment, give me a word that would actually get me onto the right path. And this is crazy. Okay, I want to show you guys this. So yesterday I was debating, do I keep helping the people that God called me to serve? Do I just go to the easy route? I go to the easy route and go towards the people that I know can pay me a lot of money and go back down the line where, because I'm uncomfortable, because I'm going through this financial situation, that I would stray away from God's word and God's wisdom and God's love. So this is so crazy. So there's a parable in the Bible with Luke 7:47. The sower went out to sow his seed, and he sowed, some fell beside the road, and it trampled underfoot, and the birds of the sky ate it up. And some seed fell on the shallow soil, covering up the rocks, and as soon as it sprouted, it withered away, because it had no moisture. Other seeds fell among the thorns, and the thorns grew out with it and choked it out. And some fell into good soil and grew up and produced a crop 100 times as great. As he said these, he called out, "He who has ears to hear, let him hear and heed my words." Okay, that is the parable. So what is the interpretation of the parable? These beside the roads are the people who have heard, then the devil comes and takes the message of God away from their hearts so that they will not believe in Messiah and be saved. Those on the rocky soil are the ones who, when they hear, receive the word and welcome the word with joy, but have no firmly grounded root. They believe for a while, and in time of trial and temptation, they fall away from me and abandon their faith. Bro, I can't make this stuff up. Like with God is an incredible experience. And I can't make this stuff up. Like, God literally didn't know that this was going to be popping up when I read the Bible. The seed which fell among the thorns, these are the ones who have heard and go on their way, and are suffocated with anxieties and riches and pleasures of life, and they bring no fruit to maturity. What does that mean? Well, in my situation, right? Anxieties of my current situation, the pull of the riches and the pleasures of life, right? That I wanted to achieve, but they bring no fruit to maturity. But as for the seed in good soil, these are the ones who have heard the word with good and noble heart and hold on to it tightly and bear fruit with patience. Wow. Incredible word. And so I wanted to share with you guys that, again, we don't wrestle with flesh and blood. We have a spiritual wrestle that's going on this entire time, right? Temptations of evil, and it's not necessarily evil. It's evil, but there's temptations that come into your brain, try to drag you away from this path. It'll drag you away because what God called me to, because I can't see it, I have to have faith in this season. There's a reason why he called me to do what I'm supposed to do right now. And he just wants to test me. He wants to stretch my faith. He wants to see how far I'm willing to follow and to go along with the path that he's laid for me. Because he put me on the right path now. He's going to see, am I going to stray from it? And I think God is proud of me. I think he helping me gain clarity on what it is that I need to be doing. And so, again, God and the Holy Spirit is always good. And definitely spiritual temptations. There's a battle. As a Christian, it's not always sunshine and rainbows, right? Going to be times where you question yourself, especially on as you build a business and you're trying to have more impact within the world, right? But one thing I want to say to you, and as you see me go through this, I want you to see me as a testament of God's glory. Okay, I don't want to take any of the credit. God's glory and God's blessing, you're going to see how this works through my heart. And any logical decision. Again, faith does not operate based off logic. This watch, again, did not did off of logic. Helping these people that he's called me to serve did not operate based off of logic. And one word here that I bear tightly, that word there is something that I need to take into heart. I think more than anything else, when God gives you a word, you need to hang on to it. Because like, the day that you get that word is that feeling that you have goes away, right? The conviction that you have in that moment kind of away at times, right? But when you hold on to the word tightly and you remember that was a word from God, and you what do you call it? Plaster the word into your brain, you cement the word into your brain, then that's what's going to allow you to go through the trials and tribulations. And that's what I'm learning. I need to hold on to what he told me extremely tightly, because the devil is going to try and slide other ideas into your brain and into your head and try to get you off of this path. And so crazy, because I knew deep down when I was thinking that, it just didn't feel right. But logically it made sense. But I'm so happy and glad that I talked myself out of it, and I was guided by the Holy Spirit, and I prayed for discernment. I prayed for divine intervention, and here's this parable that speaks to the exact situation that I'm in. It is incredible. I didn't have to ask for another part in the book. Like, thought I was going to be drawn to some part of the Bible, but I don't know the Bible that well. I just started reading it. Like, this is crazy to me. Yeah, I want to be a faithful servant, and I want to be dialed in with God. I want to have that relationship with him, but I'm going to write that down somewhere so I won't forget it. But anyways, I'm going to get back to work, but I just felt like sharing that with you because there's trials and tribulations and spiritual warfare that will go on throughout your head as you go through your entrepreneurial journey. And that call for money, that call for success, that call for status is enticing. But trust me, there's more that I can't see, that I have to trust God. This is the thing with faith. He says, again, 100-fold of the seed that he planted it. And if you believe and are faithful of God and his word, he's never wrong, but humans are, right? And I'm wrong, you know what I mean? I'm only human. So yeah, with Jesus is everything, man. I think I need to keep that strong. And I'm gonna write that down, and I'm documenting this so I could remember back in this moment. Hold on straight to who you've been called to serve. Hold on straight to the business that he called you to. Hold on straight to the image that he called you towards. The human he called you to be. Because today I feel like him. Today I feel like the version of TJ that he called me to be. And there's other days where the devil's trying to attack you and trying to take you out of that. But you have to remember these visions and everything that God gave to you is for a reason, my friend. And even though you can't see it as you sow seeds daily, that the wins from my social media aren't flukes. Again, these are acts of God, and he's trying to show me that I'm on the right path and that I need to be evolving and I need to get better. And this is the path that he wants me on. But let me clip to some other stuff and I'll get to work here. All right, sales call is number 1 taken for the day. It did not convert, but you can win every single sale if you get the person to make a yes or no at the end of the call, right? It's totally fine. So at the end of the day, I believe that I can win every single sale if I just help that person come to a decision on whether they actually want to change their life or actually go through the process of learning new skills and see the value in it. And if they don't, totally fine. Nothing against me or them. We can move on, still be friends, and wish them the best of luck. But easier to have that person, once they hop on the call, to decide whether they actually want to pursue their goals and their dreams. So I have the second sales call here in just a moment, and going to clip over to that and tell you guys how it goes. Bro, I'm pissed. This fucker is giving me his fucking card details and then just dips out of the Zoom, bro. That's one of the worst things people can do. All right, cool. 0-2. Fuck! I'm pissed. But, dude, that would have been a 5K pick. Damn it! He did. It's gay. I gave him 2 phone calls. Obviously, he dipped out. He was giving me his card details, and then bro just fucking clicked out of the Zoom. Motherfucker, bro! Son of a bitch! I don't know why people would get like that. I don't know, if they wanted to, about negotiating. But fuck if I know, bro. How the fuck would you go grab your card and then just dip out of the fucking Zoom and be like, you could have asked about something else, or, it is. God, that was frustrating. But we have one more call later today at 5. And, fuck, bro. Yeah, it happens. Oh, bro, I was gonna be so happy because I was like, all right, bro, we'll be clear and steer for a little while, and we would have made in the first month of launching this over 10K within first 2-3 weeks or whatever. But yeah, it is what it is, bro. We'll see if this third one pulls through. First two. This one, I don't even know what to say about this one. The first one was somewhat closable, but this one was like, what the fuck? I hate when that happens. It's happened to me plenty of times on sales calls, but every single time it happens, it still pisses me off, dog. But yeah, we have one more shot today, and hey, I want to walk away with the close today, not taking any L's, gonna try and book some more appointments in, and work on everything else. But yeah, I'll go blow off some steam. I'm pissed after that one. Oh, the thing about high ticket sales is that like you need to build a relationship with the prospect through content. And it takes a little while for somebody to actually like be nurtured and eventually want to buy from you. This guy felt like a laydown because he was already following me for like 6 months. And that was when I was running my car dealership business. And he actually was looking for lead gen services, but I was helping him see like bigger picture, a bigger vision. And he ended up hopping off the call. And it's fun because I'm finally starting to catch a groove again where getting on sales calls, and yeah, that's what I would be doing for my other offer, and I would like closing deals pretty consistently. So it's fun to see that I have these sales calls coming in pretty consistently. I think right now with the biggest obstacle is just some time. It's not what I have right now. I don't have a whole lot of time to really be getting this offer up and running, but I have the rest of this month. Today's only the 6th, and we've already had opportunities at bat to close a few $1,000 deals. So your life can change really fast with just a few deals. You know what I mean? I think that's the beauty of high ticket sales is it doesn't take a whole lot to produce a whole lot. You know what I mean? And even like even though like it was frustrating, I am so like excited because there's progress. Like showing you guys every single day the little wins, and it's just like I need to keep stacking those wins over time, building up momentum, creating the sales assets that'll allow people to eventually want to buy from me. So yeah, just a grind. You know what I mean? Like by day, brick by brick, there's small wins that happen every single day, and when you look up is when you see like mountain that you've climbed. So it's whatever, bro. Move on. I am just gonna go take a breather, like I said earlier. Just go take a quick lap, quick walk. It's 3 p.m. right now, and the other call isn't around until 5. So I have 2 hours to basically dial in on scripting and writing some content out and distilling more of the actual the marketing thesis, the marketing message, because there's a lot of core elements that go into the marketing message. And when I dilute it down to everything from Expert Secrets, I'm gonna go skim through that book again and then give you guys that whole marketing thesis. But anyways, let me clip to that. Is starving, best to hit up my typical oats. The thing about being on a cut is like, I think bulking, in my personal opinion, bulking has been a lot more difficult than cutting. Cutting is just like, don't eat, bro. Don't eat. Well, you can't not eat food? Pussy. But I'm gonna dive into some scripture as well and read a little bit of my Bible, do my daily routine here, and yeah, enjoy this meal for sure. So, about to lock in for my last sales call for the evening, and man, dude, like it's already almost 5. Yeah, it's almost 5, and I just feel like time has been just flying by so fast. Like it's already gonna be Friday, and this week is just like fly, bro, like incredibly quick. Because tomorrow's already going to be Friday, and a lot of things have been happening. Just been working pretty consistently every single day. So I basically have kind of out of new followers. So I DM'd all my followers today. I need to do some follow-up from yesterday, and just work all the leads. So the thing about the Instagram funnel is that like every single lead is necessarily like, you know what I mean? But it's powerful as a nurturing tool. So the funnel's already profitable. It's probably at like 0.2, 1.3K in ad spend, and we've made back $5,900. So the funnel is actually doing pretty well. And bro, the funnel would be cracking. So we have one more sales call and see if like can squeeze some more juice out of what we already got. So let's see what we got. We have that $50 deposit. So if that goes through, we would be at $6,900. It's pretty good, but we won't count it until the cash gets collected later this month. So we'll have to see. But let's lock in for this last sales call, and let's see if we get a close, boys. Last call for the day was an absolute freaking dud, bro. Yeah, guy was dead fucking broke. Hey, like, if you see that, it's totally fine. Go work on yourself. But I think, yeah, the third guy was just financially not qualified. First two were, guy hopped off, you guys saw, but like a little bit drained after today, to be honest with you. 3 calls back to back. I'm not too sure. I think that it's not necessarily worth fighting for people that, number one, aren't good fits, and number two, can't afford your services, right? The first one was like the most qualified out of the whole bunch today. The second one probably like got scared or thought it was a scam or something like that. So, and the third one was just, it was down bad, bro. Yeah, literally the same age, but like it was like, oh gosh, it was bad. Yeah, all in a long day's worth of work. So I'm gonna try and squeeze out some more sales calls from the DMs today, and then I'm gonna try and put in some work towards some content and wrap up the evening. It's gonna be 6 to 6 p.m. So just gonna go chill out for the rest of the evening and then plan out tomorrow and then just get ready to go back to work again. Gotta change out of my jacket though, because for those of y'all who don't know, Vegas actually gets really freaking cold, bro. Like talking like degrees type shit. But yeah, I'm just gonna move into like the thicker one. I actually just feel like Batman when I wear black all the time. So I've been wearing black since I was a kid. I don't give a fuck. It makes me feel like a cool guy. But anyways, I'm gonna put this one on, hop in the whip, and go turn up. Fit check, cause your boy got motion. Let's go.
Hold up now.
Pull up the one, the Bugatti on him. Sheesh. Hold up now.
Hold up now.
Hold up now. That was good, bro. That was good.
Let's get it, bro.
Good to
Let's
see
get
you,
it, bro.
Wow.
I mean, South Point, you know?
Dude, no, I actually like this. What the heck? Bro, this place got motion, bro. Say what up, bud. Hey, my boy right here. That's good, bro. That's good.
Let's go.
All right, so that is a wrap for the day. Got to go hang out with some friends. Got to go and relax and enjoy the rest of my evening. So I'm gonna go shower, go to bed, wake up, and do it all over again. All right, good morning. It's Friday. So this morning I'm jumping literally straight into a sales call right away in the morning. I'll show you guys how we go, and then we'll kick today off with an amazing day for content, shooting videos, and everything else like that. But check out how this call goes. Bro, fuck. All right, well, it is what it is. So 0 for 4 for all of my sales calls this week, bro. That is insane to me because my closing rate is supposed to be super high. I only had one deal that honestly the person didn't say yes to it, which was the first one out of the 4. The second one was down to do it, but then like got cold feet, hung up on the call. Third one yesterday was just not financially qualified, wasn't a good fit. The fourth guy, dude, great young guy, bro. Super smart, super intelligent. I think he has a lot of potential on his hands. Couldn't figure out his, with his card. I think something ran into, like, there's a problem that came up where basically he wasn't able to, his card approved because he was using his debit card. So obviously there's some sort of limit with it. So when we tried approving it, it didn't go through, so I'm just take it as is. So I don't think that deal is gonna roll through because it's just kind of body language and the way that he was talking after the call. I just don't think that it was gonna be a thing. But hey, one would have been a close for us, so that would have been great. But it is what it is, bro. So we sent him both links, bro, through WAP, fan bases, and I was like, yo, damn. But hey, that one, just one more no closer to a yes. So I have faith that we will keep going and this month will be fantastic. Just one step at a time, brick by brick, day by day, we'll just keep going. So one thing I believe that has been helping me out a lot with this like season or just restarting this new business is obviously making sure my intention is number one, designed to help people, but number two, just being resilient and just knowing that I'm a hard ass motherfucker to shake, you know what I mean? So I don't care how many no's I get, I don't care what it has to take, I will keep fucking working my ass off every single day, showing up, doing the work, and putting in the work that's necessary in order to actually make this business work because I'm not afraid of it, and I will show up daily to really produce the results that I want. So I know that some people, like, if you're not willing to take rejections and no's and like really get your teeth kicked in, then like I'm all about getting your fucking teeth kicked in, like about enduring and lasting and being in the arena the longest. That's what being an entrepreneur is, bro. About being able to show up day after day after day after day after day after day when God has appointed you to something and you do not falter, you do not fear what it is that he put into your heart and you just pursue it with all your might. And watch how God blesses you when you do that. All right, today's work spot is gonna be at my favorite coffee shop. I'm gonna go there and lock in for quite some time. I'm gonna go work on a fuck ton of content. So yeah, go do it. All right, boys, so we're just pulling up to the coffee shop right now. I'm gonna go get my favorite coffee, fucking sit down and just bang out some fucking content. So Let's get it. All right, my brothers, we are back at the crib. I just grabbed some food earlier, got some Chipotle to eat. And now I have some exciting news to you guys on. So one of the main things that I was, really working through or thinking through when I was at the cafe was big picture stuff, right? So I think it's important for you to always take a step back from your daily routine and what you're doing every single day and just give yourself a moment to think, okay? Made you with a part of his creativity. Originally, you're a creator, so you have to take the time to take a step back and be creative, right? To actually let your mind think, because the highest leverage thing that you can do with your time is to spend some time thinking. So to give you guys context for what I spent time thinking about is, number one, the messaging, right? We came up with the core domino statement, and we understand a little bit about how we can articulate our message to the masses to allow them to look at what we do and understand exactly from the get-go what exactly it is that we do. But that is just the tip of the iceberg, right? So when it comes down to actually being able to articulate your ideas, a message needs to be perceived to the mass audience, okay? When you have to think about who are the best speakers and best, most influential leaders of all time, the first one that came to mind was Trump, right? So recently, Trump was elected as the president of 2025, all the way up until 2029, right? So if I were to look at who was one of the best marketers and one of the best message deliverers of all time, well, you got to take Trump into, account. Trump is extremely good at what he does. He's extremely well-spoken. He's extremely articulate, and he is polarizing. He is decisive, and he is a winner and ultimately a man's man, right? Like, love that guy. People love what he stands for. People love who he is, and love him or hate him, you have to respect him. So you have to kind of how Trump, who is a billionaire, before he even got into politics, how he was able to articulate his message and was able to think through strategically how he was going to position himself against his competitors, aka the left, and be able to come out on top through superior messaging of his, right? So that was the most important part for him. And so I ended up talking to ChatGPT for a little while, pulling the curtains and the layers back on what exactly it is that I have been putting out into the marketplace. And I want to spend some more time being a little bit more strategic. So that is one of my own weaknesses as an individual. I look at strategy, easy to take action. I'm a person of action. I act with speed. I just take actions, and rarely do I think through all of the things that are necessary in order to really get the job done. But you have to take into consideration it's not binary, right? So strategy and action are on a continuum, and you need to have both. However, I definitely personally could, from being a little bit more strategic. So I spent this whole evening, literally from 11 now until about 6 p.m., so the last 7 hours, strictly thinking about how can I articulate my message at a higher level, higher frequency, and how do I need to position my personal branding. So also on top of that, thinking about how I can make my vlogs obviously better, and think about how not only can I retain the attention a lot longer, but number two, make it a lot more fun, a lot more gamified. Because regardless, I obviously see that you guys like to actually watch the Build in Public series, but at the same time, I believe that you can always improve. So I was looking over, thinking through exactly what it is that I could have improved at a high level on my vlogs, and is thinking about how can I gamify the way that I actually record my videos. And so obviously I know the basics of packaging, of being able to create a great thumbnail, being able to create a great YouTube title, and be able to have a great intro within the video. But when it comes to retaining the attention on a longer format piece of content, there has to be other elements of storytelling, other elements of being able to hold and retain attention that will allow me to do a lot better as a long form creator, okay? With that being said, I'm gonna sit down and continue working on the messaging of the program, and I'm very excited for you guys to see exactly what it is. So we also got a sales call booked in earlier today. We have a sales call tomorrow, and I am determined to walk away this week with the sale. So I'm gonna sit down, finish walking through the rest of the personal branding and the content and the marketing thesis, and walk you guys through it. Since I haven't gone to the gym yet, I'm wrapping up work right now, and I'm about to go and hit some weights, hit a good back day for myself real quick, And yeah, today woke up from that sales call, so I didn't go to the gym as soon as I got up this morning, but I'm still gonna get my workout in. I'm gonna wind down after that so I can set myself up for tomorrow, plan out tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, so it's gonna be my last work day for the week. We have one more sales call dialed in for the week, like I told you guys, so we will see how things go. But other than that, I'm gonna go get a quick workout in, might get some clips in there as well, using my little setup that I got right now, and yeah, go get it. Just bagged out a super nasty back day, biceps going crazy. Y'all can see in the back right there, lat spread, let's go. So it's 9 p.m. right now, and tomorrow is gonna be Saturday, but I'm supposed to post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And so I already have a video that was supposed to go up. I just need to edit it and need to make the thumbnail for it. So I'm about to make the watch video because I actually got my watch a little over a week or two ago. So I'm gonna make the video posting about that. And I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on the stuff that I was working on today in terms of my marketing message. And you guys are gonna see why I'm including watch. Hold on, let's see if I can fix my camera. The watch video today, because everything that I've been working on today is just understanding how to attract my dream customer, number one, but how do I position my brand in a way that like, number one, and number two is makes me look like a magnetic type of personality online, right? I mean, there's bits and nuts and bolts and pieces of this entire strategy that I'll get into a little bit more in depth in another point in time, but just so you guys know, there's gonna be 7 core themes of my personal brand that I'm gonna really double down in on, which is gonna be focused more towards competency, right? Showing off the example, right? Not in a showboaty way or like in a arrogant way, but just to show you guys like got this shit, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm gonna exemplify some of these. So power and competence, right? Knowing what I'm doing. Obviously I know what the fuck I'm doing because I made a mill at the age of 24. The rebellion, talking about the system, a little bit about how the matrix is attacking you guys. If you don't have any skills, you have nothing to defend yourself. Number 3 is talking about a masculine frame, a masculine energy with the content that I put out. I already have this, so I'm one of it. Truths and transparency. I wanna be the anti-guru, right? So I'm raw, direct, and showing you guys the real shit, even though I've made a mill and restarting and building my empire from complete scratch again and showing you guys I can fucking do it from complete scratch, right? And you guys are gonna see the failures, the setbacks and tribulations, and I know there's a bunch this week, but I'm gonna show you guys that I'm gonna come out on top, right? Fear and urgency, talking about how there's a narrative about my program, about the whole thing. So my narrative is gonna be geared and centered around creating urgency about the AI, the economy, the sense of needing to become free by developing your skill set. That is gonna be my messaging, right? And then obviously creating a brotherhood type of energy from being like part of something bigger. As you guys watch and see me document this journey, I want you to feel like you're a part of the chosen ones, the gifted, the ones that are anointed, the ones that are appointed with the vision and a mission to go and accomplish and bring more people to Christ, bring more people to the kingdom of God, bring more people to the consciousness, bring them to the highest level of their potential, right? And obviously focusing on winning, right? Winners love fucking winners. I know I do, right? Like Andrew Tate, Patrick Bet-David, you know, these people that you follow online, they're winners. So you guys will see me be extremely intentional about being and putting out all of this on the forefront, right? So, and those of you that get to watch this in real time, and the ones of you that actually like through to see this all the way through, you guys are gonna see this be very intentional when it comes to my marketing, when it comes to not only the documenting of the series, which I'm gonna include some elements to gamify it, make it more interesting and fun to watch, but there's gonna be a transition and a repositioning so that you, the viewer, that you're part of something bigger and that like, this is my strategy. So when you guys understand, you guys can go back to this video and see how TJ was able to position himself as one of the kingpins within the industry so that they can see there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Every single move is intentional, right? So that's about something that I'm working on extremely closely. So just watch out for that. Just look at the little shifts and moves. But as long as you guys can understand the philosophy, the mindset behind it, you guys can see it happen in real time. But yeah, I'm gonna make that watch video. It's gonna go out, and then I have this coming out on Monday. So stay tuned for the rest of the week. I'm gonna bang that out and then plan out the rest of it today. And then a few other key takeaways before tomorrow for Saturday. So tomorrow is going to be reiterating on the main nuts and bolts and the pieces of the business. So the most important thing about when you're actually planning or running the business, like I said, is taking a step back and focusing on this shit, right? Because I can keep making the content like this that you guys see, but it's not good enough, right? It needs millions of views. So how do we do that? Well, it's about being intentional about these small little things over time as I improve. But it's taking action, and then as I take action, just reiterating on it as quickly as possible so that you guys can see those improvements in real time. So within the next second, third, fourth, fifth episode of the Life by Design series, you guys can see how drastic these changes will be. So, all right, so as you guys have probably seen from this morning, I went to a small group. So in order to, grow my faith, we leveled up in our faith aspect today. Was able to meet some members of the church and was able to have some great conversations with some other gentlemen that, roughly around my age and some that are a little bit older than I am. So I feel like with those things, I'm definitely becoming a lot closer to the church, and it's one of the things I wanted to do. So last night I really couldn't sleep, bro. Like, was up until about 9 a.m. and I had to wake up at 6. So I'm off of 5 hours of sleep right now, and I'm pulling up to Finsmith because the small group was relatively close to Finsmith. It's like south, so I might as well just go over here and put in some work because I had to post my YouTube video. My girlfriend ended up calling me last night, so I had a lot of the video edited, but I haven't finished the thumbnail nor the title to actually go ahead and post it. And after this, I'm actually going to go ahead and work on scripting some of the content for the new marketing angles that I told you guys about yesterday. So I'm going to go ahead and sit down, get to work. And today's Saturday, so to give you guys an update, this morning clocked in at 165.5. I believe that the scale is a little bit off at the one at my house, to be honest with you, to be completely honest, because would get off of it and then I would step back on and then it would be a different number, because believe it was Monday, I stepped on, it was 165, and then I stepped off and then went back on, it was 164. So it might be a little bit off, but relatively we're around that 165, so I would like to believe we're around that pretty consistently. So W's in the chat, boys. Every day we are posting and we are grinding, so we're gonna hit our 3 out of 3 videos as of today for the week. And we're going to be having our vlog going up on Monday. This last week's vlog had absolutely crushed it, so very proud of that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting me. We have a sales call later today at 2, so in between now and 2 p.m., we're going to get some content and then go back home around 1 to catch that call at 2. So, all right, so we're pulling up to Durango with some of my homies right now, banging out some of these DMs right now. And like I mentioned to you guys earlier, just coming back from the sermon with the small group, ended up deciding that I would link up with some of my friends because we were pretty close in the neighborhood. And I'm going to be linking up with my friend Blake later. He's been wanting to shoot some content, so we're going to try and get some B-roll clips today. But I'm going to be booking out some sales calls as we speak. And then I have a sales call, like I mentioned to you guys, coming up within about an hour and a half. So I'll keep you guys updated on how that goes.
No. So when we choose, it was bad. So we chose this really big one, right? And then he was like, he literally went there on a full-blown date.
You'd be like, 9 to 5.
Bro.
What? It's Saturday. You know why this trip is busy? Because all the 9 to 5ers are off work. And here they are having fun. 9 to 5, 9 to 5. Founder.
It's Saturday. I was looking forward to this day last week. Finally.
Okay, if you want to actually exit the matrix, what do you need to do, TJ?
Escape the matrix. Develop your skill set. Resist the attack.
You have to acquire the holy trinity of skill sets. What is it?
The Holy Trinity. Offer, sales. If you have those 3, you'll always be free.
Where can they find you?
Online.
Book a call.
At my house.
Buy my course, please.
You can find me at home.
In the basement.
Well,
In my dungeon.
if you don't want to live like these guys, 9 to 5,
Womp
Blake is the founder of
I have
a
a
software company.
software. Here's the key.
What's the biggest opportunity right now?
Artificial intelligence.
AI.
It's gonna take over all of these people that are walking right here.
Jobless.
See all this stuff? All of just like the mindless souls walking are
Unconscious.
going to be replaced by
What
AI.
we see
The bus agrees.
Come on.
It's over for them. Your
Don't
days are
get
numbered.
left out. We are in coming years. AI is taking over, and if you're not taking advantage of AI, you'll be replaced and be homeless and be broke forever.
Agreed.
And if you don't master the whole eternity,
Time is ticking. AI is gonna come for your job.
So I ended up spending today with my friends, and I just got back home. It is a little bit past midnight right now, so it is absolutely Sunday morning. So I just wanted to document the movement, God's workings that He had through me and my friends tonight. And as I share this message with you, I pray that the Heavenly Father may speak through me and be able to allow me to articulate this message in the most possible way, in the most possible manner. So if you're watching this and on the other side of this camera looking for those friends, looking for the circle, I promise you that God has those people in store for you. He's waiting to connect you with the right people that will bring you ultimately closer with your heavenly mission, with your God-gifted mission, with that piece of essence that He gave to you, created after His specific image. And when you find the right people, He will truly bless you deep down, and your mission and everything that goes along with what He put into your heart specifically. And there's a specific greater purpose that God calls all and every single one of us to step up to the challenge and to accept Him on the purpose that He's given to us and fulfill our God-given potential. So tonight was a very special night for me and my friends. I feel like this is the closest I've ever felt to my friend Blake, Elijah, Homero. Truly people that I feel like God blessed me and somehow brought us together in such an incredible way, where we came from the same home city, the same hometown, and here we are in Las Vegas, being able to create a space for each other to, number one, feel safe to be able to share our trials, our tribulations, to number two, be able to share this mission together, to number three, be able to share our faith together with one another, and to be able to love one another as brothers in Christ as we go and support each other and truly have a relationship garnered and led through Christ. He's given me the word. He's told me what to do in this moment. And Elijah actually told me, Elijah was able to speak onto me the blessing that God gave to me and the spiritual connection that I have towards God, and my ability to be able to discern His word and be able to interpret His word and to listen to His word and be able to communicate with God. God has a specific way of being able to communicate to me, to be able to communicate towards you and others and the loved ones around me. So I feel very close to Him, and I feel like I want to honor God. I want to honor Jesus with every single ounce of my body. I want to serve you. I want to be able to serve your families and the people that are around you, because ultimately if I'm able to sow seed into you, be able to plant the skills, the mindset, the right philosophy, and ultimately Jesus Christ, leading you towards Christ, I believe that you will one day be able to bless the ones that are in your life and be able to help others around you. So ultimately, the man God has called me to become, I need to strive for excellence. I'm going to commit to myself and commit daily in the Spirit, in Jesus' name, being able to show up for Him on a daily basis. So I know that in this season, I feel a season of change. We all feel a season of change. 2025 is that season where God's coming into our lives to bless us, and He is working through us. So, and in this moment, I have a word, and I'm publicly speaking this out loud so that I can hold myself accountable to focusing on pouring all of my knowledge into a free course that is ultimately going to be able to be accessible to every single student and every single person out in the world that has every single ounce of knowledge from my $1 million skill sets, my $1 million insights, and my $1 million journey up until this point. And I promise that I'll give you every single ounce of my knowledge, and I will not hold anything back. So in Jesus' mighty name, I pray that I'm able to serve you guys to the ultimate ability, and I'm going to go to bed and get to work.